possibly the best ending in all of poppy rock music. Madam Secretary Pat Prime was not willing to let Buddy Holly slip by the eventuality nature of the regular list. Thank you very much, Madam Secretary Pat Prime, who keeps track of which Pearl Jam songs we have yet to do. So thank you very much for your effort, sir. Sir Madam. Yeah, this is one of those songs that I have played more than I've listened to, so I really went through this one with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that no, wrong things had developed over the years. And this song was one of the songs that I learned many years ago in one of my 6 or 8 guitar lessons I took before I kept bringing Vitology to the guitar lesson and asking to learn Vitology songs, and my guitar teacher said, and I quote, "You can't just be the Pearl Jam king." So needless to say, I just retreated to the basement and where I still am today and started learning Pearl Jam songs. So here we go. Of course, it's the Blue Album. So you are tuning your guitar 1/2 step down to E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat, which is where we were yesterday. So this was very convenient for me. And there will be a link to that video in the description if you don't know how to do that. Then we play an F sharp power chord. That's the 2nd fret of the E string. You can play a 2-finger one or a 3-finger one. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, F sharp. Little pass through G sharp, 4th fret, on our way up to A. And you can mess around with the open E string on the A chord there, like this. So, F sharp, G sharp, A. The bass is actually going, and we don't have that low C sharp note on the guitar, so if you did want to mess around with that open E string, it would sound great, so long as you're playing by yourself, and it'll probably sound pretty cool too if you have a bass player going F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, but then the bassist joins with that low E before, so that's why it works really well on the A. One more time. Do it in that octave, that's G, 6, and 7. Hammer on, pull off, or an octave higher than that would be on the E string, 9th fret and 10th frets. And then you do it again, of course. And then there's the pickup note sliding up into the pre-chorus, which is B, C sharp, power chords or octave chords. It sounds thick enough to be power chords for me, so I'm going to stick with power chords, but you could do octave chords, in which case you'd leave the D string out of it and just play A, 2, and G4, and up 2 frets, and then we're into the pre-chorus. So, whole verse. D power chord, woo-hoo, 5th fret, 4th fret, F sharp, 2nd fret of the E string. It sounds to me like that C sharp there, the 4th fret one, could be a minor bar chord. So make it so if you wish, or don't if you don't wish. D, C sharp, F sharp, D, C sharp, F sharp, D, and now it does turn into a D minor chord. So out of your power chord, add your middle finger to the B string, 5th fret. One more time. That was with the minor chord. That's without, doesn't matter. D power chord, D minor chord. Now, there's a lead guitar going there too, and it is... So B7 and E5 over the D. That's a little tiny D major chord, right? And then B5, E4 for just half a measure there, and then you land on 2-2 for those strings. So Second time. Third time, we just hang on the D for the rhythm section, so this 7 is just going to change to a 6, making it a little tiny D minor chord. And then we're into the chorus, which is fairly simple. A power chord, D power chord. I think that they're putting that 5th in the bass like Weezer often does, so you'd have A5, D7, G7, and then E5 as well, if you want to. It's a D power chord with the A 5th in the bass, and then up to E. Same thing, 2 frets higher. So 1, 2, A, D, E, A, same thing, D, E, F sharp, D, E, A, D, E, A. Yeah, so it goes right along with the rhythm of the vocals, right? So if you maybe try to think less hard, it'll be a little easier. Just like Buddy Here it is. I don't care. Say about us anyway. I don't care about that. It's a trick because the bassist goes right along with the guitar, and then it goes A, F sharp, E, which makes the whole thing feel like it's going down, but F sharp is the 3rd from your D major scale, which every single major chord is comprised of a root, a 3rd, and a 5th, so the bassist has the option to play the root, the 3rd, or the 5th, and he used that 3rd option to make the whole thing sound like it's going down, but the guitar players do continue to go A, D, E, rather than, Marco, what you and I thought it was, which was A, F sharp, E, but that's a fun thing to do there anyways if you want. Okay, next part. We have the little solo in between the first chorus and the next verse, and you can do that in either of 2 octaves. So let's do down here first. B2, 3-2, E4, 2, B2, open, G2. I like to hammer there, back onto B2. So, I like to hammer there too. And then B2, 3-2, E4, E2, B2, open, G2, whole thing. Or you can do it in the higher octave because this is really synthy and it probably isn't a guitar. It's probably actually a synth, just 12 frets higher. So starting on 14. Except I replaced the B opens instead of B12. I made it G16 just for convenience so you don't have to move your hand. Yep, that's that. The little synthy part in the second verse. If only we could reach from B14, is that 21, to B21 and do a hammer-on pull-off. But that's really tricky. So even in the acoustic version of this that's on Spotify, you hear B14 and E16 just plucking back between those 2 on the guitar, which of course in the recording it is not. It's a synth. Of course, anytime they say, I don't care about that more than once, it's the part that it was when they said, I don't care about that, which is A, D, E, A. A, D, E, A. Which brings us to the bridge, which Madam Secretary Pat Prime took much effort and trouble to parse this out for us, and here's what he discovered. A, down to F sharp with the open E's in the going to the F sharp, and once you land on the F sharp, 2 harmonics, right? You just kind of lighten up here and you get some noisy noise, and then it is F sharp, A note, B power chord, C sharp power chord, B power chord, A note, F sharp. Yeah, let's see if that works out. Yeah. sharp, A note, B, C sharp, B, A note, F sharp. It might be a whole heck of a lot easier to play your A power chord at the very beginning of it. Just right there, right? Another way to do that, which is the way I do it, and probably will continue to do it, because that just requires a lot of brain cells to do that part, but you go ahead and master that if you want. I like to go A, F sharp, and then just like the F sharp minor pentatonic scale, the first 4 notes of it, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2. It's a lot easier, especially when you're trying to sing and play this at the same time. Yes, that leaves a little to be desired, but nonetheless, I like it. And then we're back into the little solo that goes there. The solo starts by climbing up using octave chords. Grab D4, and usually our octave chord shape is this, right? 2 strings down, 2 frets higher. But since we've involved the B string, which is 1/2 step lower compared to the G string than every other string is compared to every other string above it, you need to move the B string 1 fret higher. So we have D4 and B7, muting everything else so you can wail away and you only hear D and B. So I'm going to call out this fret, and this one will follow along in kind. 4, 6, 7, 9, 9, 7, and then starts the noodlies. So we're going to use F sharp minor pentatonic. No surprise, this whole song starts on F sharp, right? So, which is 14, 17, 14, 16, 14, 16, 14, 16, 14, 17, 14, 17. Answer 1, do whatever you really want there. But answer 2, what Rivers does is roughly D14, hammer on to 16, 2 G14s, D16, D14. So we'll call that the move there. So because all of the little parts start with that move. And then bend G16 and land on G14, followed by the move. Now I'm going to bend B14 and end up on G14, but you could accomplish the same thing on G18. Frets are so close together, you can definitely do that. Okay, so first one, second one, and then the third one's the same as the second one, except you don't bend that note, so just kind of let it ring out before it does the epic thing, the most epic thing in probably all of lots of albums. Just wonderful. E17, B18, E17, 19, bend it, back down to 17, B18, and B17. Or you could do it an octave lower, just minus 12 frets, start on the 5th fret. And then you'll recognize those first 2 notes as the little bit from when that D major chord became the little mini D minor chord. Yeah, there's that. And that's it, except for the aforementioned epic ending. It is A power chord with the open low E string, moving your way down towards the F sharp. F sharp, E string, F sharp. While the lead guitar player goes, which is now F sharp minor pentatonicsville down here. G2, D2, 4, 2, 4. Yep, one of the best endings for all of poppy rock songdom. Pat Prime, thank you so much. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. I hope that was helpful. And I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.